Number 2. Moriarty, played by Jared Harris. So I have a thing for villains. Sue me. And good fucking god, this guy scared the living shit out of me. Okay, so just keep in mind that at the time I'm filming this, the movie has not come out on DVD yet, so unfortunately I just have to work with whatever footage I can find, which isn't much, so bear with me. If Magneto established himself as a man not to be fucked with, then Moriarty is the guy who established the guidelines. Moriarty in this movie is played by Jared Harris, and my god, does he bring everything you could ever need to make a truly amazing villain. Unlike the other people on this list, Moriarty doesn't have a shred of sympathy. No sorrow, no pity. He's a man with a plan, and if you're in the way, you won't be for long. With him, there are no room for accidents. Every action is planned, and every word he uses serves some purpose that you won't know until it's too late. Sure, this has been done before, but what really sets him apart is Jared Harris himself. You can tell just by looking at him that he treats the world like a chessboard, and gives none of his moves away. He acts suave and proper, but you look in those eyes and you can see just a monster waiting just under the surface. But unlike many similar villains, you can tell he has it totally under control. This is not a guy who will slip up and let his rage control him. He's too smart for that. He's a guy who can unleash his monster at any time and knows how and where to focus it. Now that's a terrifying concept. At least with other villains, you can use their temper to your advantage and use it to attack when they lose control. But nope, Moriarty ain't having none of that shit. I mean, just watch the scene where he's introduced.
Wish to know my plans now, do you? Did you imagine, Miss Adler, that something would happen to you? Is that why you chose to meet here in a public place? Your favorite restaurant? I don't blame you. I blame myself. It's been apparent to me for some time that you had succumbed to your feelings for him. And this isn't the first occasion Mr. Holmes has inconvenienced me in recent months. The question is, what to do about it?
I mean, just look at those eyes, that look he's giving. He knows exactly how this is going to end and knows that there is nothing she can do to stop it. It's predetermined. Her fate is sealed. She's screwed. This scene is just one of many that perfectly demonstrates the monster that lurks within. How much he loves the higher lifestyle, but at the same time enjoys doing these horrible things. It's almost like he has no weaknesses, and he will always win because he's always 12 steps ahead of you. Just look at that face. That is the face of brilliant villainy. All this makes Moriarty the perfect nemesis for Sherlock Holmes, and the scenes between him and Sherlock are just spellbinding as the two mentally spar, each one playing their own games trying to one-up each other. Their dynamic is fascinating to watch, and at times you wonder why more time in the movie wasn't spent towards developing their rivalry rather than, well, you just don't know much about him, where he came from and how he came to this position. Or maybe we do, I don't know, it was hard to keep up sometimes. And really, this just adds to the allure. Much like other great villains, the fact that we don't know much about him just makes him more terrifying. And the final confrontation between Sherlock and Moriarty, while I don't want to give anything away, is just perfect. The ultimate example of two great minds dueling both physically and mentally. And damn it all if I didn't love every second of it.
I don't blame you.
And the number one best blockbuster character of 2011 is Caesar, played by Andy Serkis. A great movie can make you believe in the impossible. That's what they do. Lord of the Rings made you believe that Middle-earth exists, WALL-E made you believe that robots could love, and Rise of Planet of the Apes will make you believe that an ape can grow to lead an army of intelligent monkeys. That's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? This is all possible due to the brilliance of Andy Serkis as the ape leader Caesar. This is probably one of the best developed characters of the year, at least in the movies I've seen. Starting from an innocent baby and growing up to be the leader of an ape rebellion is a journey that is not only well-paced, but also completely logical. You get to see every step Caesar goes through to become who he is by the movie's end. We see how Caesar is almost in constant battle between his increased intelligence and his animal instincts, how he thinks much like a human in mind and emotion, but also has a driving force that begs him to be let free. Andy Serkis just did a phenomenal job bringing this character to life. It's performances like this that make me glad that he's rising in fame and popularity. I mean, any guy who can act seriously while wearing this crap has gotta be doing something right. The range of emotions he gives this character is really quite astounding, all the while totally buying the illusion that he's an ape. From joy to fear to hurt and loneliness, and finally to betrayal and hate. All are just captured beautifully and realistically. I think one of my favorite scenes is where he speaks for the first time, which, I don't know about you, left me in a bit of stunned silence. There was just something about it that felt surprisingly epic. I don't know, judge it for yourself.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
This is basically that one Blockbuster character I saw that I really got emotionally invested in. And just because I really felt Caesar's pain and frustration. When Caesar was in pain, I felt for him. And when he starts on a warpath, I was fucking amped. Let me just make one thing perfectly clear though. This is far from a perfect movie. There are huge plot holes throughout the flick. The love interest does nothing more except just being the love interest. Some characters are douches for no reason, and you can blame everything bad that happens on James Franco. But the amazing thing is that the character of Caesar is so well developed that I honestly didn't care. Now, given my track record with movies, that's impressive. It really was a smart move on the filmmaker's part to make Caesar the heart of the movie. Because if it was Franco's character, I would have fucking hated this flick. It also helps that Caesar was at the head of most of the movie's biggest oh shit moments.
Hey, come here.
It's like he's thinking or something.
And my personal favorite. That's an ape riding a horse. Your argument is invalid. I don't know about you guys, but this character brilliantly and ruthlessly controlled my emotion. You will believe that apes can rebel. So stop thinking about your zombie plan and start thinking about your ape invasion plan. No! Well, those are my picks. I hope you agree, but if you disagree, then you can just kiss my fucking ass.
Diplomatic.
Great, fine. Okay, just remember that these are just my opinions. If you agree, great, but if you disagree, feel free to tell me why. I'd be curious to see what you have to say. You know, I still got a while before January ends. I probably have time to do at least one more review. What's next on the list? Oh, I'm gonna need some help with this one.